Hi guys, I would like to promote again ArcoLinux-nemesis scripts. After each installation of a Linux system, doesn't really matter which one, right? ArcoLinux-nemesis, if you Google that, you'll get the first link hopefully. And that's a bunch of scripts that you can use on Linux. And specifically on ArcoLinux. So inside is a lot of information how to create scripts, and you can download them, edit them, change them. All right. So you can just git clone it, and then my idea for you is take some time, watch some videos. There is already something online on arcolinuxd.com. And it doesn't really matter if you're using GitHub or GitLab or Gitbucket or anything else, right? But after a clean install, you'd like to run your own scripts to say, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I want this and this and this and that, and then some smaller personal configuration files. So it's all in here. The big chunks are in here, install this, install that, and the personal stuff is in here. If we are on Endeavour OS, you do this. If you are on Arch, you do that. If you're on Archman, you do this, and so on, right? You are in control. That's the point of all these scripts. You install an operating system based on Arch. This is Pacman, right? Based on the ArcoLinux package manager and the repos that we need to have. That's all this. Grab it, change it, and upload it to your own personal account. Rename it any way you see fit, but use it to stay in control. And voila, why would you learn? Why would you spend time in this? Because after a clean install, any Linux system out there has drivers you don't need. They want to be as complete and as compatible as possible with all the drivers and all the hardware that's out there, right? But you don't need all of them. So the first thing I'll do is get rid of a lot of things, and that's in site number 400. But that's the theory, right? That's why the pitch. Go, spend time, and look at the code, see what's in there, reuse it. All right, let's now go to the practical side. I have already an Excel and a clone from it, and I've installed already the latest one, so meaning 23.11.03. I'm of course making this ISO, and I've made a little script in there. It's hidden away, but from time to time you see me use it, like in videos like these, right? We have a little thing that says get and then something. Get Nemesis on ArcoLinux, and if I'm on Arch and I install the ArcoLinux tweak tool, I'll have the get Nemesis on ATT. Right, so both of them exactly the same thing. Basically what happens, you'll get a new directory. It will be called data, and in there will be ArcoLinux Nemesis. So you can easily grab it. But this is my setup, right? This is again my setup for my hardware. You change it any way you see fit. One of the things I've just changed is line 180, install test software. So if there is something to test, I'll do that. And in this case, there is indeed something to test. libadwaita without adwaita git is something we'd like to test for the coming release in December. So the N environment has been changed so that we have a nice PAMAC. Well, I'm going to delete everything again, this extra line, and then save it, and that's it. Now on, if I install, of course, if I install the package, not yet installed, then PAMAC won't be white, but will be like this. This is how I like it. Now, since the line is gone, it will be white, and maybe we should just show you so that you see, okay, what's going on with PAMAC. And then we install the extra, the experimental, and then you'll see that it's back to black, if you want to, or an arc blue, an arc green, or anything you like. So in the beginning, when you're learning about Linux, you tend to break it and you don't have the knowledge how to fix it. Installing ArcoLinux takes 15 minutes. That's not long, right? It really isn't long. So that's done. After installation, I'll run number 0. And that's it. And this maybe takes another 15 minutes and I have my system the way I like it, right? Do you want to install CHDWM on your system? I'm gonna say no on this time, but normally, right, if it would be my system, I'll work on CHDWM and that's it. Now, remember, this script runs on anything, Archcraft, you name it, right? Just click on the button, Ctrl-Alt-E, and, well, no, not that one, sorry. What I want to see is the list, right? From the terminal, you see the list here, you don't see anything. But Ctrl-T when you run it. And then we just look at the list. All of these guys, I can play with it, I can install it, and I can do stuff with it. And I define in here what I'll do with Arizer, what I'll do with Big Linux, what I'll do with Reborn OS, and so on. Remove this, install that, and so on. So this actually is okay. Why is there an error? Because Arch install is not here. But is that a problem? No, that's not a problem. It's just something I don't want to have on my system. On all these Arch Linux systems. It's going to run and say I don't want that. And I say, okay, fine, target not found. Okay, it's already gone basically. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing that it says error. A lot of stuff that I just want to remove, like Praga is a sound. I'm not using that. VLC and Spotify. That's it for me, right? Choices. All these drivers, I don't need them, but they were not installed anyway. This one is installed. It's required by VirtualBox guest utilities. Fine, right? We keep it in. I don't have a Broadcom and I don't have a Realtek driver. So those guys go. They're out. Making my make init CPO, which you see down here, smaller, faster. It will build it faster because it needs to install it each time. All these Chinese font, Japanese font, Korean fonts, sorry, but I don't use them. So go and have a look and say, okay, what is installed by default on ArcoLinux, on Linux Mint, on SUSE, on whatever, and then think, I don't want that, I don't want that, right? And just remove. So this number 0 is basically just an overview of things that I want to have for sure. Like here's the question of CHDWM, and it's gonna make a file somewhere, and if the file exists, then I've made a yes, and otherwise it's not there, it will not install it. Parallel 8 to 20, 5 to 20 if on Arch says 5 by default with not using it, right? It says a hashtag, so they don't use it, but I want to use it. So this is how to make things more personal. First we get everything in the databases, and then I get rid of stuff, and then later on it's 100 and then 110. So basically this is just the backbone, the lists, the files it's going to go and run, and then you investigate. PS, back to Sublime Text. Best thing for Sublime Text is just drop it in. Drop this in. And then you can quickly analyze, click, 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 what's going on, right? Back to it later. So it's gonna go over all kinds of things, and I like arcdawn git. Basically, it's a theme. It's now installed. Dark is better for me. Close. And so on. So PAMIC, all the things that are okay, are already installed, it's going to skip it. So you can rerun and rerun and rerun these scripts because it's skipping it anyway. If it's there, it's skipped. If it's there and should be removed, it's going to be removed. If it's not there, it will be installed. Right? And you decide what you want to install, what you want to remove. That's the fun. Making actually, yeah, personalize your operating system the way you see fit. We can't make an operating system, nobody can make an operating system that's good for 100% of the people. That's impossible. So take control, make use of these scripts, rewrite them, change them, whatever you do, put them on GitHub, GitLab, Gitbucket, or anything else. And if you can't fix the system, right, clean install, run this thing, done. So here we have the libadwaita thing. That's the test software. Let's fix this because it's not running it. So install test software. I said here pacman minus no confirm needed. So this is not okay. No confirm needed. There is a conflict. Was that there is a way of doing this? It was something with yes, I believe. I wonder if it was as simple as this. Yes, type. Let's see. So that's for later because it's installing. No, it's not installing. So basically what I do here is go inside personal files. So if you have a personal alacrity, put it there. If you have a personal code settings, put it there. If you have Java personal stuff, put it there, and you copy paste it to the system, right? Anything goes, anything you like to keep, right? Variety settings and stuff like that. Anything that's personalized. In my case, this is personalized because I have here sources from Wallhaven. I want to have a fetch, a quick fetch from Wallhaven automatically after rebooting, right? So this is fetching it from all these, with all these tags from Wallhaven. I don't have to type everything in again, right? Once set, the config goes to the GitHub and I'll tell them with a small bash script, say, go put this there, done. So here you see the settings. This is okay. I've told somewhere here, if one of the parameters, you get an unairy parameter, but nothing is wrong. This is something else, QMU. Now I don't want QMU, so I'm a VirtualBox guy, so I'm good. But all these applications will run and I have to think about nothing, just running it. So one thing I need to figure out. So this yes thing, it still asks the confirmation. So let's go and have a look at the code. What if I went to it's easier just to go up, and then let's run 180, see what happens. So it shouldn't ask me the question unless it's a sudo. Yeah, it's a sudo, so that's okay, I think. It shouldn't ask me for a yes or no. Remove libadwaita, yes. Unresolved, why? It's in conflict, he says. What if I just typed it? Like this. It says unresolved conflicts. All I want to do is go for yes without the machine asking me for this prompt. That's all I want to have. And I thought it was like this. Yes, sudo pacman minus s. But maybe it's like this. That's it, right? So I need to change it to this one, and the no confirm needs to go. So what I'll do, and that's the fun of the exercise, I think, when making these scripts, you see what I've tested. didn't work, right? So then you go back in and you say, I need to type in yes in the beginning. I'm working on my second screen now. I'm gonna pipe it through sudo pacman -s, and then no confirm is gone, and save. I push it online to the internet. You don't see all this what I'm doing, right? So yes, lib adwaita is a comment. You'll find it online on GitHub. And now the fun. This is the file. This was not correct. And then we say, let's git pull it again. I just pushed it on my own other system. This happens, of course, if you have changed something. grh. Let's see. Oh, git pull, of course. Git pull. Changed. And there it is. So don't change anything here, but change it then on your computer, not in a virtual machine, because otherwise you get this thing, and then the alias, alias git reset hard grh fixes this immediately. So basically change everything on the real metal machine, then in virtual machine play around and see what is needed. And if we run this again, so I'll have to test it again by actually going inside here. I like to do this here and then right mouse click 180. So I'll run this. Everything is done. Now I'm gonna test this with sudo pacman -s lib adwaita. So that's the official one. We install that one again. We run 180 and it should be running without asking anything. Voila, there's no yes. I want the script to run and don't interrupt. So this was the code. The no confirm had to go, and then voila. Yes, sudo pacman -s needed. So this is the test file. It goes together with an environment. Forgot an N there. And there it is, line 5 is GTK theme arc dark is gone. So that's cool. So there you go. What did I change now? I have a completely different machine, less drivers, no Broadcom, no Realtek is there, all the Korean fonts is gone, and other stuff that I don't want is gone. But more importantly, when I'm on Arch, lots of things are there that I don't want. Same for Endeavour OS or Garuda. So first getting rid of stuff and then installing my own configuration, my own BashRC, my own ZSHRC and so on. And not only that, but some theming, right? You can do some theming if you say, I don't like the way it looks, so I don't want to have BSPWM. I mean, it's endless, right? It's just endless. So this is created to be on a real metal machine. So Telegram is there, Discord is there, LastPass is there. Lots of things are here. So tone dark, and then maybe go to Surf and Arc for once and say close. There is again something red there. Update. Oh yeah, that's the one I made this morning. So Scal, remember, look up what Scal is. And then voila. Another awesome wallpaper. This is now my system here. How is Spamek doing? Is Spamek, there he is, looking good or not? Yes, it's going fine, doing fine here. But I do see that appearance. Let's have a look. So dawn and dawn dark. All right, it's changing. The color is changing. It's fine. That's what we want, right? By default, it's always Adwaita, so the white thing, and dark is impossible. And now we go for Arc Dark, which is the default, or Arc Dawn Dark. Close. And it applies to other GTK applications. Simple screen record is one of them as well, so that this is nice looking. So, as a project, to give you an idea, again the promotion, that there is no Linux system out there that is 100% perfect for you. So go grab the scripts, change them any way you see fit, create an account, it's free on GitHub, GitLab, Gitbucket or anything else, right? And install the stuff that you like and use the stuff that you like. I see already things that I wonder, how did that get there? So don't want that on my system later, but it's examples, right? I don't mind things being there, but some of the drivers are, well, yeah, that makes sense that you don't have those. But be careful, right? Be careful. Test it out on virtual machine first, and then go ahead and figure out the drivers on your real metal thing, and say, okay, let's try this out. Test, test, test. Push to the GitHub. Any changes? Pull, push, pull, push. Super fun. And then tweak it any way you see fit. If you say this is what I want, well, simple, right? Make sure that you do a config, a Control-C, and a Control-V. Copy, and let's change it so you see something. Let's go for appearance, for icons, all the way up. Another icon theme. Now we created, this one is my preference, wow, on CHADWM, for example. And if you compare, and that's the power, right? You know exactly what file to put on your GitHub in the personal folder. So what has changed between now and then? This has changed, and it says that the zoom level has changed, that show hidden and so on. So that's not needed because it's not about icons. And here it is. So if it's important that you have, after a clean install, the correct theme, the correct icons, then you know where it is. It's here. Config, XFC, per channel, XML, xsettings, XML. Get that overwritten, so overwrite current after clean install yours, use yours to overwrite the others, the original one, right? And then you're in control. New file, copy paste, basically. So that's how you change things. All right. Enjoy making your system beautiful and basically perfect just for you. All right, cheers.